So we're going to arrive on the floor, so lying down on your back in constructive rest pose. So we'll keep our feet flat on the floor and make sure that the back of the neck is long so that you're not lifting the chin up, so that you can fully relax the neck. You can bring your arms away from the body, or if you prefer, just rest them lightly on your rib cage or abdomen. We'll take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. And together we'll take another nice, slow, deep breath in. And ever so gently let it go. And just one more like this together. Now just take a moment to check in with your present experience. Just noticing how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. And now resting your awareness on your breath. Noticing firstly, where is it showing up? And how does the breath feel right now? We're going to add in a little japa mantra with our breath. So as you're inhaling and you're feeling the abdomen, the rib cage rise, the mantra is so. And then wait for the exhale. And as the body softens, the mantra is hum. So it's so, breathing in and hum, breathing out. So just mentally, as if your breath is making that sound. So for the full length of the inhale, so. For the full length of the exhale, hum. Which translates as I am, or I am that. And like any one point focus, when we direct our attention to even just one or two things at the same time, you'll notice everything begins to slow down a little. The breath, the mind. We'll just continue for another couple of rounds of this so and hum. Inhaling so and exhaling hum. Returning to your natural, easy breath. Just noticing the effect of the practice so far and setting your intention for the rest of the practice. And we'll start by bringing our right knee into our chest. Just hold it all the way into the chest, drop the shoulders down towards the floor. We'll flex that right foot. And now keep your leg where it is, and we'll take your arms down by your side. Shoulders away from the ears, palms facing down. As you inhale, we'll extend that right foot to the ceiling as we reach your arms up and overhead, keeping the arms as straight as you can. But noticing where your edge is here. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest and arms down by your side. We'll continue this 3 more times. The movement follows the breath. So begin the inhale, reach the foot to the ceiling as you reach the arms overhead. Wait for the exhale and return to start. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Just 1 more like this. Now, if you can, we'll begin to extend that left leg if that feels okay for the back now. Otherwise, keep it flat on the floor. Arms are down by your side. We'll keep that right foot flexed. Inhale, take the leg back up to the ceiling, reach your arms overhead. This time we're going to pause. Just notice what's happening in the shoulders, the arms, maybe the wrists. Keep that right foot flexed just for a moment. And then slowly begin to lower it towards the floor. So you're going to keep it as straight as you can. Obviously, if this is not comfortable for the lower back, you can begin to bend the leg as we lower down. And then we're going to hover just about 1 inch off the floor. Just get a sense of what's happening in the leg, how heavy it is. And then we'll point the foot. Inhale, bring the leg all the way up to the ceiling. And then we'll exhale, finish where we started. So arms down by your side and knee into your chest. And we'll continue that 3 more times. So we're really switching on the core, the hip flexor this morning. Inhale, reach that right foot to the ceiling, arms overhead. Exhale, slowly lower that right leg, extending from the hip to the heel, hover about 1 inch or 2 from the floor. Point the foot, inhale, take the leg to the ceiling. Flex the foot, exhale, knee back into your chest. 2 more like this. Inhale, reach the foot to the ceiling, arms overhead. Exhale, slowly lower. Point the foot, inhale, take the foot up. Flex the foot, exhale, knee to chest, arms down by your side. 1 more like this. Inhale, stretch the leg up, arms overhead. And then slowly lower with control, reaching from the hip to the heel, hover. We'll point that foot. Inhale, take the leg up. And then exhale, flex the foot, knee to chest, arms down by your side. Now we're going to take your right ankle across the left thigh, just opening up the groin a little more, keeping that right foot flexed as you do this. And then we'll slide that left heel along the floor so you come into your figure of 4. So either keeping the left foot on the floor or coming to lift that left leg, taking your hands behind your thigh or in front of the shin. So we come into that nice hip opener, our figure of 4. Again, checking in that you're not lifting the chin, that the neck is comfortable, shoulders are comfortable. Now you can stay here or we can rock up for the next bit. The next bit will be our cradling the baby. So we're just going to hold on to this right leg and begin to take the knee across the body, foot to the other side. Or from here, you can come on up and we can do it seated. So it's up to you. We're going to go back down again anyway. So you could take your right elbow, inner elbow around the knee, and the left inner elbow around the foot, or you could take your hands instead of the elbows. So we take that right knee to the right hand side of the mat, really opening up that right hip, and then take the foot over to the left side. And we'll do this 4 times in total. And we're going to roll all the way back down. Thanks, Rosie. And then we'll come into a happy baby with the right leg. So we get to open the hamstrings now too. So right elbow on the inside of the knee, and we can hold on to the inside of the foot or outside. Or if that still doesn't feel comfortable, you can take your hands behind that right thigh, still bringing that knee towards the shoulder and the foot towards the ceiling. If you can, keep that left leg on the floor. You can even reach through it as much as you can. We're drawing that right knee down and pressing the foot up. So this is active and we're stretching deep into the hamstrings here. If you'd like to work a little bit of core here, we can point that left foot and float the foot off the floor, reaching through the toes. You could even extend your left hand out from the shoulder, palm facing down. So as we continue to work into the right side, we can begin to inhale, lift that left leg up. So again, this is optional. Flex the foot, exhale, lower with control. And then float it to just above the floor. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, reach it up. Flex, exhale, lower with control. 2 more. Last one. Gonna lower all the way down to the floor. We're gonna hug that right knee back into your chest. Chin to chest, nose to knee. Just open up the upper back. Pause and then release the head to the floor. Arms are away from the body, palms down. We'll flex that right foot and slowly, mindfully lower with control. Keep reaching through the heel, keep lengthening, and then let the foot arrive on the floor. Drop both feet out and close your eyes. Just noticing the difference, both sides of the body. And then we'll do the same. So placing that right foot on the floor, we'll hug that left knee into your chest. Drop the shoulders down, lengthen the back of the neck, and flex that left foot. Arms are down by your side. As you inhale, we'll stretch the left foot to the ceiling as we reach the arms overhead. And as you exhale, knee to chest, arms down by your side. 3 more like this. Inhale, reach the foot up, arms overhead. Knee to chest, arms down by your side. 2 more. Last one. That was optional, whether we're going to extend that right leg, so you can go ahead and do that too. Or you can keep that foot on the floor, keep that left foot flexed. Inhale, extend the foot to the ceiling, arms overhead. And now we're going to begin to slowly lower that left heel towards the floor. Keep reaching through the heel. So when we arrive 1 or 2 inches from the floor, we just pause, get a sense of the weight of the leg, the hip. Point the foot, inhale, take that left leg to the ceiling. Flex the foot, exhale, knee to chest, arms down by your side. And we'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, extend that leg up as you reach your arms overhead. Slowly lower that left leg. Keep it as straight as you can. So listen to your body if you need to bend it. Hover. Point the foot, inhale, take it to the ceiling. Flex the foot, exhale, knee to chest, arms down by your side. Let's continue 2 more times. Inhale, reach the foot up, arms overhead. Exhale, lower with control. Point the foot, inhale, lift and lengthen. Flex the foot, exhale, knee to chest, arms down by your side. Last one, reach the foot to the ceiling, arms overhead. Slowly lower with control. Point the foot, reach it up. And then flex the foot, exhale, knee to chest, arms down by your side. Now we're going to take that left ankle across your right thigh for this. This is like a fallen tree on the floor, pressing the knee down towards the floor. And then we'll slide that right foot to the floor. This is the first stage. You could stay here, or we'll lift the leg for figure of four. Keeping that left foot flexed, opening that left knee away from you. So now we're going to come into our cradling the baby. So we can either do it from here, place the right foot on the floor, rock that leg back and forward, or come to a seat and we'll do the same. So either the elbows, or you can place your hands to cradle that baby, taking the knee to the left and foot to the right. And then we'll slowly lower back down. And we'll come into our happy baby. So taking that knee to the chest up for a moment, we can extend that right leg if it feels okay. And then whatever version you did on the left side, elbow on the inside of the knee or outside, sole of the foot to the ceiling, draw the knee down, press the foot up. Keep reaching through that right leg. Now you can keep it on the floor, or we can work here into the lower abdomen. We can point that foot, inhale, take it up, take the right arm out away from the body, flex the foot, exhale, lower and hover. 3 more, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lower and hover. 2 more. Last one. You can release that right foot to the floor. We'll hug that left knee back into the body, chin to chest, nose to knee. Now we'll rock back and forwards on the spine, your choice. You can cross the ankles, hold onto your toes. We can rock a couple of times to stand up, take the feet wide to do this. Shift the energy from the groundedness of being on the floor. And we'll arrive in a forward fold. So just make your way to the top of the mat. Lowering the body forward. Folding from your hip creases. And we'll keep that deep bend in the knees to start off as we gently nod the head. Pouring the body forward. So we're going to move from our forward fold into our chair. So the feet are hip distance apart. After we do a narrow chair, you're just going to send the hips back like we're going to sit in a chair and reach your arms straight out in front. Lengthen the tailbone, engage the core, and then we'll just pour forward and release that again. Gently nodding the head. Let's do that 3 more times. So sit back into your chair, reach the arms forward, lengthen, draw the abdomen in, and then pour forward. So on the last one, we'll hold it a little while. This is your third. Sit back, reach forward, Shoulders away from the ears, and then pour the body down. This time we're going to hold it. Begin to plug the head of the arm bones back into the shoulder sockets. Drop the weight more into the heels. Draw the navel in towards the spine. And then we'll pour the body over. Begin to straighten one leg at a time. And the next round is going to be a little bit more active. So on the next round, we're going to be moving from our forward fold into our yoga squat. So take your feet a little bit wider this time so the feet are turned out. Bend or fold from your hip crease. Soften the knees, pour the body over. So we slowly move down into your yoga squat. So you can keep your hands on the floor. That makes it easier. And we inhale in our yoga squat. And then we exhale forcefully into our forward fold. So you can even do an inhale through the nose. You can exhale that half on the back of the throat. And 2 more. Inhale. Like we're revving up. And last one, inhale. And then we'll just stay here in this forward fold, keeping the legs exactly where they are. Again, bending one leg at a time. And we'll inhale halfway lift. So slide your hands onto your lower legs to come to a flat back. And then bend the knees, exhale, pour the body forward. Taking your hands to the floor, we're going to extend our right leg back behind it. And release the knee to the floor. So we're starting with a little lizard here. That left foot is slightly turned out. Keep walking the back knee back as far as you can go so you get a nice stretch into your quads. And we'll circle that left leg and arm together. And changing direction. And then from here, we're going to float that left arm up, coming into a twist. If it's catching your shoulder, take your hand to your hip or slide it across the lower back. One more breath in here. Inhale. We'll take the left hand down, step back into high plank. From high plank, we can release the knees to the floor. Send the sit bones back a little as you dive chest and chin between your hands. Inhale, gliding into a baby cobra. So pressing into the pubic bone, feet to lift the chest and shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send the sit bones high, chest back towards the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, extend your left leg high. So you're leading with the heel. And then exhale, bend it. So you bring the heel in towards the buttock. Now we'll twist a little, stacking that left hip on top of the right as you look out underneath the left arm. One more breath in here. Inhale. Exhale, take your knee into your chest as you move forward into this plank variation, shoulders over the wrists. And then we'll step that left foot between your hands. So we'll take it back to that 45 degrees. Step your right foot, 45 degrees, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, take your hands to heart center. So the feet are still in that position for our yogi squat.
We're going to do the same this time. Bend your knees, just pour the body forward into this wide, sort of wide-legged forward fold. Again, releasing the head, the neck, the shoulders. And so we'll start down into our yogi squat with the inhale. And then forcefully through the mouth and the back of the throat, exhale. So it's inhale through the nose. Move as deeply as suits your body. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And then come all the way down. Step that left foot back. So we're keeping that right foot turned out. Both hands on the inside of the right leg. Release that left knee to the floor. Again, walk it back as far as you can. Hug the right arm and leg together and we will circle. And now keeping your left hand on the floor, we come into that twist, reaching the right arm up. Lean back if you can, or even take your hand to your hip. One more breath out. Inhale, take both hands to the floor, step back into high plank. Release the knees to the floor. Send the hips back a little, bend the elbows, diving chest and chin between the hands. We pause, 8-point pose. And then scoop forward, baby cobra, Bhujangasana. Press into your feet, pubic bone. Lift the shoulders and the chest. Press back, Ardha Uttanasana, downward facing dog. Once again, press your chest back. Make sure you're spreading your fingers. Now we'll extend your right leg, lead with the heel. We'll bend it, heel into the buttock, and then stack that right hip on top of your left. As much as you can, look out underneath the right arm. And now step that right, or bring that right knee into your chest. This side plank or full plank variation. And then step that right foot between your hands. Turn the foot out, step the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So we'll continue, we'll just add a little each time. So inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, pour the body down. Inhale into your yogi squat. Exhale into your forward fold. 3 more times. And then we'll take both hands on the inside of the right leg as we step back, or inside of the left leg as we step back with the right. Release the knee to the floor. So we're hugging that left arm and leg together again and begin to circle the opposite direction this time. We'll keep hugging that arm and leg together for a moment. Tuck the toes under the right foot, lift that knee, and now we'll float that left arm up, coming back into our revolve lunge here. Your modification would to keep that knee on the floor, the right knee, or take the left hand to the hip, or both. Now we'll take your left hand to the floor, step back, high plank. This time it's chaturanga, so it's half knees to the floor or full, slow moving plank, and to arrive on the floor. This time we're coming into upward facing dog. Your modification is to stay with your cobra, press into your feet, hug the elbows in as you lift the hips off the floor, and the option to lift the knees off the floor as well. Roll over onto the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, one. From the next breath, we inhale, lift that left leg, lead with the heel. Exhale, bend it, heel into the buttock. Inhale, stack left hip on top of right. You can stay here or you can flip over for wild thing. And then slowly flip back. If you're flipped over, we'll take that knee into your chest. You can stay here or move into fallen triangle, taking that left leg over to the right-hand side. This is the first stage. On the outer edge of that left foot, spin onto the outer edge of the inner edge of the right foot. Reach your right hand high. And then we'll come back, bringing the knee back into the chest, stepping that left foot forward. Foot is turned out 45 degrees, and stepping that right foot forward, pour the body over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold from your hip crease. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, take your hands to your heart. Inhale, open up the arms, we'll look up. Exhale, fold forward, bend. Fold from the hip crease, bend the knees. And then we'll sink down into our yoga squat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. 3 more times like this. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. And then we'll step that left leg back again. As far as it'll go, release the knee to the floor. Hug your right arm and leg together. And this time rotate in the opposite direction. So keep hugging them together for a moment as we tuck the left toes under, lift that left knee up the floor, and then float that right arm up. One more breath in. Exhale, take the right hand to the floor, step back, high plank. Your version, high or low chaturanga, bend the elbows and lower to the earth. Tops of the feet on the ground. So you have a choice to come back into cobra, just lifting the chest and shoulders, or also lift the hips and the knees, or the Uttanasana. Make your way slowly into downward facing dog. Send the sit bones high, press the chest back towards the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, extend your right leg, lead with the heel. Exhale, bend it heel into the buttock. Inhale, stack your hips. Either stay here or flip over for wild thing. And then leave enough energy to flip back. We'll take that knee into your chest. Hug it in so you're beginning to lift the back ribs. You have a choice to stay here or a fallen triangle. So take that right leg over to the left-hand side, spin onto the inner edge of the left foot, extend that left hand to the ceiling. Make your way back, knee to chest, and step that left foot forward nice and wide, and the right foot forward. And we're just going to pour the body into our squat again for a moment. Hands can be on the floor, dropping, feel the tailbone lengthening towards the floor. Shoulders away from the ears. And then slowly back into your forward fold. And then we'll step the feet hip distance apart, toes facing forward, and slowly, mindfully rolling all the way up. Inhale and exhale, shoulders down the back. And just pause here for a moment. So we're going to come into a balancing flow next. So you might like the help, resistance of a couple of blocks. So firstly, we're starting with our eagle. Usually we do that second. So we're going to start with the eagle. So the outer edge of the left foot is touching the block if you're going to use it. And then we'll take our hands on the edges of the block so we're not gripping. By doing this, you're just engaging your upper arm, shoulders, and chest. So transfer the weight onto the left leg. We'll just bend that right leg backwards for a moment. Notice, is it easy to ground through that left leg, soft bend in the knees? We'll take the arm straight out in front, bring the right knee in line with the hip, and then we'll cross over at the thighs. So you have the option of putting the ball of the foot onto your block as you find your alignment. And then if you want to add in more balance, you can just lift it. And you can reach your arms overhead if that feels okay, pressing against the blocks, or just keep them out straight from your shoulders. Find something to gaze at that's not moving. Keep squeezing the legs together. And then we'll bring that right knee in line with the hip and flex the foot. And then we'll come into tree pose. So you can take the foot onto the lower leg, or you can lift it, bring it onto the upper leg. Just making sure to press the leg back into the foot equally. And then from here, bring the knee back. And we're going to slowly keep your right hand on your block. Slowly begin to extend that right leg behind you. You can release the block to the floor in front of you. Keep your fingertips or hand on the block and your left hand on your hip. So this is a version of our warrior 3. Left hand on the hip. We're checking that the foot is lined up with the hip as much as possible. The foot is flexed like you're pressing against the wall. And then reach your left arm along behind you. So fingertips facing the back of the mat. And then slowly, mindfully come all the way back up. So that left leg should really feel like you're working it, building bone density. And our last option is figure of 4. If you prefer, you can stay here. So we can take that ankle across the thigh as we begin to sit down. Other option is to come into tree or just stay with that standing hip stretch. Blocks are really handy here for a little bit of support as you begin to see how far you could go comfortably. And of course, if you feel steady, you can take your hands together. And then we'll slowly, mindfully come back up and take that right foot to the floor. So that's a lot of work for the left side. So we'll just pause for a moment, moving from foot to foot. So building lots of strength in the ankle as well. Soften your shoulders, close your eyes. And we'll do the same to the other side. So starting with our eagle legs, Garudasana. So the foot, the edge of the right foot's touching your block. Palms on the edges of your other block. You're going to reach it straight out from the heart. Bend your right leg. We're just going to lift that left leg foot back to start. And then cross the thigh over thigh as you sit down, keeping the spine straight, reaching the arms overhead. So again, not gripping the block, just pressing palms in to engage. And then you can play with your balance by taking the foot off the block. And then from here, take the block in the left hand as you unwind the legs. We'll slowly make our way into our warrior 3 version, pressing out through that heel, right hand on the hip. Now feel free to just let that left arm hang if you feel you're balanced enough here. This is nice to have if you do feel unsteady. Lengthen the neck, reach that right hand to the back of the mat. Left hand down, right hand back. And then grab hold of your block and slowly come back up. Now we're going into our Vrikshasana tree. So left foot either just on the lower leg, or you can lift it onto the upper leg, reaching your arms overhead or straight out from the chest. And then from here, we're going to lift that left knee in line with the hip. As we take your ankle across your thigh, one version, or stay here or come back to tree. As we lower down in figure of 4. 2 blocks can be handy here. And then slowly, mindfully come up. So bring the left foot to the floor, pour the body down. Begin to bend and straighten one leg at a time. And then we'll slowly, mindfully bring the hips towards the floor and lower down. We come to a seat. So once we're here, we're going to come into our seated twist. In today's version, we're going to cross the legs Sukhasana, so right in front of left. I'll take the left arm against your outer right thigh, and then bring your right arm around so that you have the heel of the hand against the tailbone. Take a breath in as you lengthen. Exhale, turn your abdomen, rib cage, chest, shoulders, and head so that you're looking out over the right shoulder. Close your eyes. Just breathe into any restriction, holding, breathing in space and softness. One more breath in, exhale, unwind. So you might feel like you need to have something under your sit bones here. You can always roll the back of your mat if you don't have a cushion as we pour the body forward into a forward fold here. So again, listen to your body, listen to your knees, only move as deeply as your body allows. Walking your hands forward, sinking the heart towards the floor. But slowly begin to walk the hands back and extend your left leg out so that the thigh is touching the right foot. And we'll make our way into Stargazer. So reach your right arm up behind you again, so it's away from the body this time. Right, press the right knee down, press that left foot down towards the floor, and then spin the chest like we do for Wild Thing up towards the ceiling to look at the stars, taking your fingertips to your left shoulder or reaching the arm over your head. So you're using your glute muscles here to press the hips forward, creating a back bend. And then slowly circle that arm in front of the body. And then we'll change the cross of the legs. Actually, left in front or right, it's fine. So it works out perfectly. This time we're turning to the left-hand side for our twist. Left hand behind you, right hand against the outer left thigh. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine fully. Exhale, turn abdomen, rib cage, chest, shoulders, and head to the left. So again, rather than lift the chin, we'll keep the chin parallel to the floor and close your eyes. Breathing into the twist. Twists are a really nice way of giving yourself a little internal massage. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, unwind. Once again, we'll fold forward in Sukhasana. So hands on the floor or forearms on the floor as you melt the heart and head down towards the floor. So it doesn't matter how deep you go, just that you feel your edge. You stay present and breathe into it. Slowly, mindfully unwind. And this time extending the right leg out so that the right inner thigh touches the left sole of the foot. We'll spin that left hand around for our Stargazer. Again, coming onto the left knee, pressing down into the right foot, and then turning the chest to face the ceiling as much as you can. Fingertips to the right shoulder or reach the arm overhead. So again, you're using the buttock muscles to press the hips forward. And slowly take that hand all the way around. Bring both feet to the floor, and we'll slowly lower down. So once you arrive, just take a deep breath in and let go of something. We'll take our knees into our chest, place one hand on each knee. Let's just gently rock a little from side to side. So you can move one knee forward, the other back. Just massaging out the back of your hips, the lower back. And then we'll bring the feet to the floor, hold onto your elbows. So elbows are up towards the ceiling, and then just reach both arms over to the right hand side. So get a really nice stretch in the tricep here. Maybe a little into the shoulder. So the arms are going to the right. If you feel like it, you can just let the knees fall to the left here. And then we'll bring the knees and arms back to the center. And then take the arms to the left. Same thing. Again, getting a little stretch in the tricep. A little bit into the deltoid. Dropping the knees to the right. And we'll come slowly back, bringing your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs. Finishing with the cannonball. Make yourself as small as possible. Chin to chest, nose to knee. Squeeze, tighten, hold everything. And then exhale, arriving into Shavasana. So using whatever props, assist your body into a deeper relaxation. Now begin to invite a deeper breath into your body. And take a stretch whatever way feels right for your body right now. Bringing the feet to the floor, we'll just gently roll onto your right side. We'll stay there for this morning's reading. Your destiny is now. The train seemed to move endlessly towards the horizon as I drove along beside it. To me, trains symbolize destiny. For a long time, the concept of destiny confused me. I wondered how to find my destiny. I hoped I had one. I wondered what it would feel like when I got there. But destiny doesn't bewilder me anymore. I enjoy seeing trains. Destiny isn't some distant place or peak of fame or fortune. Destiny isn't one moment in our lives, one time when we shine for all the world to see. Those moments are nice if they come, but there's more to destiny than that. Destiny is now. Destiny is each moment of our lives shining through, linking together like the endless cars on the train. Destiny means embracing each moment, being present for it, cherishing it because it is our now. Whether it holds exhilaration, discovery, sadness, tough decisions, confusion, or tender love, each moment is our destiny. These moments of destiny link together in an endless chain to become our lives. Let yourself live and be in each moment, with each person, learning each lesson along the way. Destiny isn't some place we go. Destiny is where we are. So when you're ready, just slowly bringing yourself to a comfortable seat. We'll take our hands together at the heart, Anjali Mudra. Just pause for a moment to check in once again. And now we take a deep breath in as we lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And as we exhale, we bow head to heart. Namaste.